Acropolis, Athens, considered the symbol of Athens and Greece, and indeed of Western civilization, the Acropolis is a rocky mound rising in the heart of modern Athens, crowned by three magnificent temples dating from the 5th century BC. The best known and most distinctive is the Parthenon, originally made up of 58 columns supporting a roof and decorated by ornate pediments and a frieze. Skirting the foot of the Acropolis and connecting it to the city's other major ancient attractions, the ancient Agora, the Roman Forum, Kerameikos, and the Temple of Olympian Zeus, is a 2.5-kilometer walking path known as the Archaeological Promenade. Acropolis Museum. The Acropolis Museum is one of Athens' most visited tourist attractions. Designed by Swiss architect Bernard Tschumi, it is an ultra-modern glass and steel structure with light and airy exhibition spaces, built specifically to display ancient finds from the Acropolis. Top things to see here include the 6th century BC Moschophoros, statue of a young man carrying a calf on his shoulders, the Caryatids, sculptures of female figures that held up the Erechtheion, and the highly controversial Parthenon marbles. From the museum's cafe-restaurant terrace, you can enjoy amazing views of the Acropolis itself. Stunning Santorini is the most dramatic of all the Greek isles. It is best known for the west coast cliff-top towns of Phyra and Oia, which appear to hang over a deep, blue sea-filled caldera. Made up of typical Cycladic whitewashed cubic buildings, many of which have been converted into boutique hotels with infinity pools, both Phyra and Oia are considered romantic destinations, popular for weddings and honeymoons. Things to do in Santorini include sunbathing and swimming at the black volcanic sand beaches on the south and east coasts and visiting the archaeological site of Akrotiri, an ancient Minoan settlement buried below lava following the volcanic eruption that created the caldera, some 3,600 years ago. The island has an airport and is served by ferries and catamarans from Athens port, Piraeus. Mykonos. Many people consider Greece's most glamorous island destination to be Mykonos. After dark activities center on Mykonos town, noted for its chic boutique hotels, classy seafood restaurants, and live music venues. Other attractions include Paraportiani and numerous sandy beaches along the island's south coast. The island is particularly popular with international celebrities. Mykonos has an airport and is connected by ferry and catamaran to Athens port, Piraeus, and Rafina. Delphi, on the Greek mainland, Delphi is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Built on the lower slopes of Mount Parnassus, overlooking a dramatic ravine, the site was sacred to the ancients, who came here on pilgrimages to worship Apollo, god of light, prophecy, music, and healing, and to ask advice from the mythical oracle. It is made up of the crumbling ruins of numerous temples, a theater, and stadium, dating from between the 8th century BC and the 2nd century AD. Nearby, stands the Delphi Archaeological Museum, displaying an impressive collection of finds from the site. Delphi lies 180 kilometers northwest of Athens. The massive island of Crete is one of the most popular vacation destinations in Greece. Blessed with some of the best beaches in Greece, the island draws visitors from around the world. Some of the most popular beaches on Crete range from small arcs of sand backed by restaurants and promenades to wide-open natural stretches lapped by incredibly clear waters and endless views across the sea. But Crete is not all about beaches. It has its fair share of notable archaeological sites, including the impressive Palace of Knossos, located near the pleasant city of Heraklion. The historical city of Chania and the laid-back town of Agios Nikolaos have wonderful old waterfront areas perfect for spending long afternoons on a café terrace getting lost in the views. Get away from the bigger communities, and head to smaller towns like Plakias or Matala on Crete's south coast to find more remote beaches and beautiful mountainous backdrops. If archaeological sites, beaches, and historical towns weren't enough, the island has one of the most impressive hikes in the world, the Samaria Gorge. One of Greece's top tourist destinations, Corfu sits in the Ionian Sea off the west coast of the mainland. The capital, Corfu town, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, thanks to its elegant Italianate architecture. It was ruled by the Venetians for several centuries. Explore its romantic pedestrian-only streets to discover two 16th-century fortresses and the arcaded Liston, lined by old-fashioned cafes. Away from the main town, the island is lushly beautiful, with rugged limestone rocks tumbling into the sea in its north and velvety green hills in its south. The most popular beach area is Paleokastritsa, on the west coast, about 25 kilometers from Corfu town. Here, you'll find a collection of deep, curving bays sheltering sand and pebble beaches stretching into a clear blue sea. Corfu is served by an airport and ferries from Igoumenitsa and Patras on the Greek mainland. In summer, ferries sail. One of the most unusual things to see in Greece has to be the Thessaly Plain, where bizarre rocky outcrops are capped by the centuries-old monasteries of Meteora. On the UNESCO World Heritage List, 6 of the monasteries are open to the public. You need to climb up several flights of stone steps carved into the rocks to reach each monastery, and inside, you'll find flickering candles, religious icons, Byzantine frescoes, and burning incense. Opening hours vary, and to see all 6 monasteries, you need to spend at least one day in the area. The nearest town is Kalimbaka. Consider staying here, as it's a pleasant and relaxed place to visit, with small hotels and family-run restaurants serving traditional fare. Rhodes Town, lying on the Aegean Sea, close to Turkey, Rhodes is the largest of the Dodecanese Islands. Its capital, UNESCO-listed Rhodes Town, is one of Greece's top tourist destinations. It is enclosed by an impressive fortification system, including monumental towers and gates built by the Knights of St. John after they took control of the island in the 14th century. The car-free cobbled streets of the old town are a joy to explore on foot. Nearby attractions include the pretty hillside coastal town of Lindos, and Marmaris on the Turkish coast, which can be visited by excursion boat. Rhodes is served by an airport, as well as regular ferries from Athens port, Piraeus. The blue caves of Zakynthos, home to gorgeous scenery both above and under the sea surrounding it. Zakynthos, Zante, Island is another top tourist destination in Greece. It is also easy to access, located just 16 kilometers off Peloponnese's west coast in the Ionian Sea. Two of the biggest boasts on this geographically intriguing island are its pebble and sand beaches. The blue caves of Zakynthos, home to gorgeous scenery both above and under the sea surrounding it. Zakynthos, Zante, Island is another top tourist destination in Greece. It is also easy to access, located just 16 kilometers off Peloponnese's west coast in the Ionian Sea. Two of the biggest boasts on this geographically intriguing island are its pebble and sand beaches.